Hey guys, Kalyan Kumar here from Product Review. We are going to be doing a full comparison between the first generation iPad Pro that was released in 2018 versus the second generation iPad Pro that was released in 2020. So of course, a lot of people are wondering whether or not they should upgrade from the iPad Pro of 2018 to the iPad Pro 2020. And in this video, we'll do a side-by-side comparison of every aspect of these two tablets. And in the end of the video, I'm going to let you guys know whether or not you need to upgrade or even which one to buy, because you can find the older iPad Pro 2018 on some websites secondhand pretty cheap, and I'll drop some links in the description below. So let's dive in and get started, and I'll let you know that the first part of this video, I'm going to concentrate on every single thing that is exactly the same, and in the second part of the video I'm going to switch over to what is actually new and different in the 2020 version, and then we are going to move on to a conclusion on whether or not you should upgrade or which one to choose if you want to move in from the iPad Pro 2017 or the one from 2016, which was the first one launched, the 9.7 inch. So let's dive into it. We will start with everything that is same. I'm going to start with the display and the display quality quickly. We still have two sizes of both generations of iPad Pros. There is the 11-inch model and the 12.9-inch model. That is exactly the same. Nothing has changed. When we look at the actual display and the display quality again, nothing has changed. Everything is exactly the same. Both iPads have a liquid retina display. They have the same exact resolution of 2888 by 1668 pixels, and of course 264 ppi pixels per inch. The actual display quality is exactly the same. Same technology. You got the same ProMotion technology on both of these iPads of 120Hz and P3 white color display. So rest assured, nothing has changed as far as display is concerned. Now let us move on and talk about the dimensions. Interestingly enough, the dimensions of these two products is exactly the same. Same length, same height, same thickness. But the iPad Pro 2020 is a gram heavier than the older version. That's it. As far as the design is concerned, from the front, these are exactly the same. But from the rear, the only difference is the camera, which I'm going to be talking about in a little bit in more detail. But the design-wise, the camera on the back is a little bit different. And that's probably why the iPad Pro 2020 is a little bit heavier. But beyond that, nothing. Same construction quality. Now, of course, we want to talk about the battery. You don't have to worry about what's in there. You don't have to worry about the milliamp hours of the battery capacity. Apple rates both of these products as having 10 hours of continuous video playback. And more than that when you have a combination of surfing the web, watching the video and listening to music. Both have the same exact battery life, and I guess their milliamps also must be pretty much the same. They're both going to be compatible with the second generation Apple Pencil. They both support the Apple keyboard and the Magic Keyboard. Both of them have 4-speaker system, and they have the same quality. The speakers have not gotten an upgrade. Finally, the front-facing camera is a 7-megapixel FaceTime cam and is the same on both of these products. No upgrade, and of course, they both have the same USB Type-C connector, which is pretty good, and that's it. These are the things that are same on both of these iPads. And this is the summary of both of these iPads that happens to be same for both generations. Now let's move on and talk about what is actually different. and whether or not it matters. The biggest thing and the most obvious thing in the iPad Pro 2020, it has a brand new camera setup. The camera is going to be better. We have two cameras on the iPad Pro 2020. There is a 12 megapixel standard camera and a 10 megapixel ultra wide camera. So you get the versatility on the iPad Pro 2020, and you have only one camera, that is the 12 megapixel standard version in the 2018 edition. But the quality of that camera is also going to be lower in the 2018 than in the 2020. Therefore, the 2020 iPad Pro not only has a better main camera, the standard camera, it also has two cameras, and in relation to the camera, it is also going to record better videos. And get this might be pretty important for some people. The iPad Pro 2020 gets a mic upgrade, so when you record your voice or do a FaceTime with the 2020 iPad Pro, it is going to sound much better than the iPad Pro of 2018. Now, iPad Pro 2018 is not bad, but the iPad Pro 2020 is simply better when it comes to microphone. Frankly, I never record my voice with the built-in mic of the iPad and don't take pictures with my iPad either, unless of course if it is something that I'm scanning. Now let's move on and talk about one more thing the iPad Pro 2020 has. It has an A12Z processor, whereas the iPad Pro 2018 has the A12X processor. Now here's the funny part. The performance of both these processors is exactly the same. They are virtually identical. You're not going to get any kind of performance boost when it comes to the actual processor. The single core and the multi-core performance is off only by a few points. When you look at the GPU, the graphic performance, you get a slight boost because the A12Z has 8 cores for graphic and A12X has 7 cores for graphics. But when I do run a benchmark and put them next to each other or perform a heavy duty activity such as editing a movie, there really is no difference between these two iPads, which is interesting. If you're thinking you are going to get some kind of a performance boost or significant upgrade, you're going to be disappointed. Completely forget about it. You're not getting it. Your iPad Pro 2018 is still a very strong powerhouse. One more thing that I would want to let you know is that the 2018 iPad Pro has 6 GB of RAM only with the 1 TB model. All the other storage options come with 4 GB. When you get the iPad Pro 2020, all versions have 6 GB of RAM. Doesn't make too much of a difference when it comes to performance, but something that you should know. Another difference with the iPad Pro 2020 is that it does have a LiDAR scanner, that is light plus radar. Now, LiDAR scanner is going to give you enhanced performance when it comes to augmented reality. It is just going to work much better with the Measure app that you get with the iPad, because the augmented reality is now using an advanced LiDAR scanner that can scan 3D environments and replicate them in your iPad accurately, as opposed to just the regular augmented reality on the iPad Pro 2018, which is still pretty good, but this is just going to be a little bit better. If you really don't care about augmented reality, and again, a lot of consumers don't, it's not a big deal. Definitely not upgrading if you don't even use the camera. Other specs include 128 gigs, 256 gigs, 512 gigs and 1 TB of storage in the new models, while the older ones come in the same selection, except that the base storage is 64 GB in place of 128 GB. They also have 4 speakers. While a lot seems to have changed, with the new iPad Pro models, a lot has also stayed the same. The designs, screens and battery life seem very similar to the previous generation. But the iPad Pro 2020 has a newer, more powerful chipset, an extra camera lens, a LiDAR scanner, as well as more base storage and a lower price at the top end. Given how long it has been since the previous models launched, the changes and upgrades here perhaps aren't as significant as you might hope or expect. And if you're rocking on an iPad Pro 2018, then there is probably not a huge amount of reason for most people to upgrade, especially given the higher price. But if you are sitting on an iPad Pro 2017 or 2016, that is the 9.7-inch one, or any other iPad and want to upgrade to a Pro model, I would suggest you first check out as many websites and retail shops for a 2018 model as you can. And only when you don't find one should you go for the 2020 model, because remember, Apple will not be selling the 2018 model anymore. Why should you want to upgrade from an iPad Pro 2017 or 2016 is something we will discuss in a different video. So that's it from me in this video. I hope this video helps you in deciding whether or not to upgrade your iPad. And if you find this video informative, please do hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you want to see similar comparisons and videos, and drop your requests in the comment section below so that I can make my own video list that I need to work on. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.